Hi guys, it's Katherine here with a Project Life process video for you. I think this is my first Project Life process video. I've been doing it for a very long time, but this is the first time that I have filmed it. So let's just get at her. Basically I'm going to show you my process. This is a pretty simple layout. I'm very behind. I'm not going to tell you how behind. Actually, you can probably tell here. Week 15 in 2014. But I don't let that get me down because I have a couple weekends planned, Project Life weekends planned for my local scrapbooking store. They have their Project Life monthly, their monthly, what do you call those? Like retreat. It's not a retreat, it's just at their shop, but I cannot figure out the name of it. Okay, anyways, so basically what I do is I start off with my pictures, and as you can tell I put the date of my pictures. So this is, I'm all over the place with my Project Life, so I have all the pictures put into each week in my binder right now, and each week I label it with one of those, and so I know which week is what, and then when I print them off, I print my photos at Costco. I will put the pictures into the week. So I was actually proactive in these. When I printed them off, I went back into my computer and put down the date on these. In my 2015, I didn't even bother because I'm doing it a monthly spread. Like, not one spread is a month, but I'm doing my Project Life monthly just to keep it easy. Keep it simple. So this is actually pretty simple too. So what I do is I take my photos and I put them in. I kind of just have a gist of what my layout is going to be, and I kind of remember where things are gonna go, and if I don't like the way it looks when it's all together, I will move them around. So with this layout, just because it's very neutral, minus this, they're pretty neutral colors, I decided that I can go with any color palette. I scrap by color, so it's just easier for me. But anyways, I found, when I was cleaning my craft room, I found this printable. It's a very, very, very old printable from Studio, I believe, yeah, for Studio Calico by Banana Fish Studio. It's a very, very cute one. I think it was 2 years ago, or maybe last year. No, probably 2 years ago. Anyways, I found a bunch of printed ones. I don't know where I put them, but I found a bunch of them, so I'm just going to be using that. So I already cut out some of this. There were two other 3x4 cards, so they'll be in the spread here. So I'm just using basically this color palette, and I'm using most of these anyways in the spread, but I grabbed a bunch of different 3x4s to add fillers because I need a bunch of fillers for here. So in my 2015 album, or 2014 album, I am still doing the weekly title cards. So I put that there. I'm not too sure where this, I think this is a Simple Stories 12x12 cut apart sheet, I believe. I don't know, sorry. But it's old, it's an older one. This, I'm not too sure where this is from, but I think it's from it's a cut apart, 12x12 cut apart sheet as well. From the looks of the paper, I think it is from a, I don't even know. I couldn't tell you, sorry. But that's that. This was also from somewhere like that. Actually, no, I think this is, somebody sent me this as a 4x4. It was a 4x4 and I cut it down. This is one of the cut aparts from this sheet. And same as this one. So, also, we got this in one of my Studio Calico orders. Oh my gosh, aren't you? It says, "Yippee, here's a full bag of confetti to make up for the July's confetti crisis." I thought this was hilarious. I don't subscribe to Studio Calico, but I did get July and August in a row. Their Project Life kit, and I remember reading on the Studio Calico forums about the crazy confetti. Like, well, I don't know why people were so crazy about the confetti ordeal. Sorry, not ideal. So I thought this was hilarious, and I was gonna keep this and I was gonna put it in my scrapbook somewhere, but I'm not. And I just had it in my pile of 3x4 cards. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab one of these circle ones and just cover up that circle there. So yeah, so that's basically my layout. That's what I usually do. So I place my pictures and then I pick out my my cards, my journaling cards and my filler cards if I don't have enough pictures. Sorry guys, my daughter walked in there and I decided to just do a voiceover because this video took forever. So I'm just starting to embellish here. I decided that I wanted to stamp on the cup there, and I'm using this really old Studio Calico Alpha. It's called Stepping Stones. It's very, very old. It's a few years old. So so I'm just gonna stamp right onto my photo, and I usually use Stays On, but as you can see here, you'll see in a little bit that either my Stays On ink is dry. Okay. It's either dry or it doesn't work on my photos. So I don't know if anybody else has issues with this, but yeah, you can see there it's not working. So I move on to my Studio Calico black ink, and because it's not a quick drying ink, I had to let it dry. So I'm glad I did that first. And I'm just putting coffee on there. I also use a little tag, a little flag thing there from a little embellishment kit from Simple Stories called Homespun. Yeah. And I'm just using some alphabets there on that one photo and a wood veneer pointing down to my horrible garden in our front area because it's so gross. I also and I think that's all I did for that card. Now I'm working on this yoga card, and I decide to use a little label that I did a big batch of label printing and cutting with my silhouette, and I used the circles from that one printables card, and I just punched it out with my 1-inch punch, and now I'm just doing some journaling. I always forget to bring out my typewriter, but just writing. I don't like my handwriting, obviously, like everybody else, but I just do it because I'm very, very lazy. I also punched out one, actually I didn't punch out that circle, I cut it out, and I have horrible fussy cutting skills, so you can't tell there, but it's really jagged.
Another printable there on that, that's creme brulee. I failed on my creme brulee there. It was not very good. It was delicious. It tasted really good, but it was really watery. And I guess I'm coming back to that that card there, and I'm just playing with that. I don't end up using that tag from the printables. I jump from one section to another just because I have no idea what I'm going to do. I plan it out of where I'm going to put the pictures and what journaling cards I'm using, but I don't think anything else after that. Like my embellishments, there's no big process. It's just whatever I can find, whatever looks good, I'll put on there. And I move things around a lot. Like I'm going back to that card there and adding a little tag for my stash. It's just one of those like regular manila tags. And then I'll add journaling on there. Right now. I have written some of my Project Life in my planner. Some like just little bits and pieces, like little details, if there were any big details, little details in my journal. This week I don't think I had anything really. It was a generic week. Nothing big happened here. But I basically, because it was just last year, I remember the gist of it. I really do. I have a very good long-term memory. I have a very bad short-term memory, like really bad short-term memory. I'm just fiddling with placement there. I really, if it looks good, then I'll do it. But like, sometimes it just doesn't look good, and I'll just force it. That one is a vellum tag. I didn't like the way it looked, but I used it anyways because I needed to use it up, and I wanted a longer embellishment there. And that one just says rad for my bowl of Fruit Loops. Yes, I'm 28 and I still eat Fruit Loops because I love them. So I'm just switching things around, cards around. I do this constantly. Usually I do it at the end of a layout, but I guess I needed to know where the journaling cards go. I don't have this many journaling cards in all my other spreads, but I guess I didn't have a lot of pictures to put on, so that's why I had those journaling cards. There's not really much to journal about here this week. So I'll change that arrow journaling. It will go onto the other side, and I journal about my creme brulee here on that little tiny tag, but I felt like I needed to explain it more, so I used the arrow tag, and I journaled the whole story there and explained that I needed more egg yolks, because the recipe that I was told, that I looked up, only it said like 4 egg yolks, and that's all I had at home. So it's like, oh, perfect. But then I was talking to my friend Josh, and he's like, no, you need way more than that. He's like, I think he said like 6 or 8 egg yolks in creme brulee. I don't know. I have to look it up again. But I haven't made creme brulee in a long since then. But I think I might try it again because I just love it, and I had it for my for a dinner date that my husband and I had this past weekend. It was delicious, and I'm just journaling about Miss Dillon and her sneaking into my makeup drawer and finding lipstick, and she loves red lipstick, and she still loves red lipstick. So but she's a little bit more cleaner now. When she puts on lipstick, she actually looks at herself in the mirror before she just put it on wherever. So those are the memories that I just want to remember. And I'm so grateful for Project Life, that I found a place to put in all of my memories. Just because I don't journal a whole lot on my layouts, I don't know, I just don't like the way it looks on layouts. So Project Life is perfect memory keeper for all of my family. And the layouts that I do, they're mostly just of the girls. So I'm basically going to take them out. I put them into my Project Life binder for that year, and then as the girls grow up and go on their own, I think I'm going to just take out all of their own layouts and put them in their own binders or own scrapbooks, and then they can decide what they want to do with them. It's theirs to keep. I'm making memories. I'm recording their memories for them that they won't remember, that I have been asking my parents about my memories, and they always say that my sister and I and my brother were just angels and we were just so perfect, and I highly doubt that. My sister and I are twins, and my brother is he's less than 2 years older than us, so having 3 kids under 3 at that when we were born, I guess, probably wasn't fun for them. So here I am journaling about my creme brulee. The other journaling card on there was just explaining my my everyday, that I go and start cleaning, and then I will take a break on the computer, but then I'll end up on the computer the whole rest of the afternoon or morning. So yeah, I think, oh, and I'm adding some wood veneer alphas on there, and it just says meh, meh. And this was this is a very, very simple layout. I used to embellish a lot, but now I just don't, because I just want to get this all done. I just want to get caught up. I'm definitely not getting discouraged, but I am getting a little bit behind here. I'm excited. My goal is to get this 2014 done, and then I can start on my 2015, which I have printed off my photos, and I am doing a monthly spread. So I think this might be the only Project Life video you'll see for the rest of this this year, 2014. But I will get it all done. And then I'll show you, I'll do a share, I think, for it, but I won't do any more videos on here for this Project Life. Anyways, I think we're getting to the end here, so I'm just doing the title card, and I think my my video ends right away here. Oh, yep, there it is. So here are some close-up shots of this week's Project Life. This was, I don't know what week it was. I'm not too sure what week it was, but that's that week. Probably the last of this Project Life for this year, and hopefully I will get up and running with my 2015, and you'll be able to see some process videos for that. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. See you.